Welcome back to America Trends. I'm Mamie Fuller in for Renee Cohn, who's off for a few days. We are glad you are with us tonight. We're also glad that Melissa Sisauskas is with us. She's with Keller Williams in Carmel Valley and Del Mar, and she's a one-stop shop for all your real estate needs: title, escrow, variety of new home development. And there you are, some magazines and some things you've been featured in, Melissa. Thank you for coming in today again.
Oh, thanks. It's always a pleasure.
So you've been doing this how long?
Started 30 years ago, and so progressively from a Shea Homes developer in Silicon Valley, and then title and escrow, and then they put me into sales and
so you've got it down.
lending.
So now I see that you are sort of lending your focus on helping other entrepreneurs, specifically women entrepreneurs. So what's your main advice to them? What's the first thing you tell someone that says, I want to go out on my own and maybe work for myself and develop something?
Well, if I can, just back up a little bit, how I got into supporting female entrepreneurs is I've always done events and worked with nonprofits over the years, and I saw that there was a true need to connect with amazing people at my gym in Carmel Valley. So
the gym?
Yeah, at the gym, which I would see people that I had noticed and said hi to in spin class, all red-faced and just going. And then they would recognize me from one of my open houses, from my sign with this great picture, all touched up. And they're like, I recognize you. And I'm like, how'd you recognize me? That's crazy. But
You're saying you look different at the gym than you do now?
Yeah.
I don't believe it. I think you're looking good all the time.
Okay. Thank you. So anyway, basically I started to learn more about the person as opposed to what they did. And so what I like to do is match people up with their gifts. It's just kind of my gift is I really enjoy inspiring others, and I get fed from that as well, from their vision and their life and their passion for others. So if they're wanting to start something, I say, come on down, come to our meeting. We've got rock star women that anything from psychologists and therapists and doctors and attorneys, and we all support each other. And it's really like creating that Little House on the Prairie type of environment within our very busy society, because we found that we've been there for each other through all kinds of things in life in the last 4.5 years now since we started.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And a variety of women just sort of cheering. A cheerleading squad sometimes is all we need.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you have a large array of women who come together. Do they have one or a few specific things that you look at them and you say, okay, you need this in your life. You need more organization, you need more direction, you need to believe in yourself, or all those things? Or what do you tell them?
Well, all these women are pretty accomplished, but if I do see someone that is considering branching out on their own, I just bring them into the fold, because like I said, these are professional, educated women. What I love is that we have like an ER doc who then decided she wanted to paint. And so now she has some art in Soho, and then a former architectural engineer and professor from England now does artwork as well. So she's a professional artist, and I love to seeing that evolution and transition.
Here's some of your girls that are on your
there's just
in
some.
your club.
Yeah, we have amazing women. More to add.
Tell me your website again so people can check in with you while we're in the middle of this.
It is melissac.rocks. Or call melissasheknows.com.
And there they are. I mean, you've probably these people are probably like family by now to you after
They are
4.5
definitely
years,
family. And like I said, we have more to add. Oh, believe me, we've been there for each other. They threw me an unpacking party. 28 people came to my house when we moved.
Those are friends, Melissa.
I mean, we support each other with meals when families are going through things. But the key to networking as an entrepreneur, and why it's so important for women, I would say it's really important to understand, because as opposed to men, women, we feel, we like to touch, feel, smell, and we have these emotions. And then we have all this drive, and we can multitask. Whereas a man has like, I'm going to do this and this and this, and they don't need to talk about it all. But
we do.
Yes.
We've got to talk.
Yes. And it's just like you're this amazing entrepreneur. I mean, with your incredible hats that I love coveting, actually.
No, it's funny because you said some of these women, they're surgeons, but they're taking their hobbies too and bringing them into like multiple revenue streams, something to pay off with a hobby. I read today that or I heard on the radio on the way here that people who spend 2 hours a day on their hobby extend their lives and live into their 90s or something like that. So I think it's really cool that people can, sometimes they develop from a job that is a little too busy for their needs as they get to a certain point in their lives.
Yes.
And they might want to just focus on that hobby that's been monetized.
It's so important to have that balance, and I think having we get going with family and work and life, and then we don't take time to just reconnect. And the beauty about this lovely age, no longer 20-ish or 30-ish, whatever, is that we don't necessarily care about, if somebody's jealous or, things like that. We're just all about being in the zone and really inspiring and encouraging others. And we want to be there for each other. So the important thing, if I get any message across today, if you ever need anything, ask for help, because people love to help. And it's hard for, as successful women, to ask for help, because even though people say, tell me if you need anything, you get like 16 text messages over like a surgery or something.
Of course, I need a casserole.
Yeah.
Always. Just send a casserole.
So I'm like, you know what? Okay, hands up, bring it on, whatever you got. Bring me food, people. I got it.
So what you were telling, so is there a common thing, because now you're also trying to take your inspirational ways to teens, and I know you're putting on some events, and we want to hear about that too.
Okay, I have a teenage daughter. My husband and I do. She's almost 16, and living in a fairly affluent, I would say, neighborhood area. And it's hard because they don't have the same work ethics in this era as we did in our young days, and they're just inundated with things on these smartphones, which really are not so smart for them. And so they're not getting that personal interaction. You used to know where kids were because you'd see all the bikes in front of a yard. Now
Yeah,
you can
that's a
get,
good point.
5 girls together, 5 teenage girls, and they're all sitting at their phone and texting each other on a sleepover.
Well,
and I'm
they're-
like, girls, there's live bodies here.
I know.
So what I found is that there's not enough inspiration and education and information for these young girls to inspire them and let them know that they can do and be anything, and that they can follow their dreams, and that they will get the support. So I put on an event called Empower Teens.
Empower Teens.
Empower Teens. And we had a teen life coach, we had a psychologist, therapist, I had an international makeup artist, I had a former fitness model who's now a doctor, and they were on this panel of experts. And so we had different breakout sessions, and at one point we had them write down sticky situations on an index card. And the things that these kids are dealing with now are so heavy and deep, we have no idea.
Oh,
so it was just
you're
important
so
that we
right.
step in. And as a matter of fact, I had so many parents wanting to attend. I thought, okay, from a Thursday to the Sunday event, I said, let's do a Power Up Your Parenting concurrently. And I had through the 12 parents in the conference room, grabbed a couple of my speakers. And so, we talked to them about being a parent coach, and which is something new to learn. Who knew when your kids are teenagers you have to learn how to parent again? But in today's society, it's important to find the tools.
It's always changing the atmosphere that our teens and kids are in. So can we go to your website and learn how to be a part of your women's entrepreneur
Yes,
group?
yes.
Or are you going to put on a teen event again?
Yes, actually, we are. And and I just had a vision board party, by the way, and we maxed it out. We had 30 ladies in Carmel Valley, and that was my 3rd annual. So as far as keeping on goals, and if people have a desire and they want to follow their hobbies, that's always fun too.
Well, that's great. And can you tell us your website again so we can make
Yes.
sure we want to join up with you?
Thank you. It's melissac.rocks.
melissac.rocks. So check her out for your real estate needs if you want to join a women's entrepreneurial group. And teens and parents can take a look and try to find out how you can inspire your kids in this atmosphere. Melissa, thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
You bet. And we're back on America Trends after this.